Valve celebrated Counter-Strike's 25th anniversary with this tweet, saying they're grateful to have the most passionate players in gaming. But after waiting all day, Valve just didn't update the game. So what exactly happened? Was all the hype just one big troll by Valve? Was the update even real? Well, let's break it down, because Valve did have an update planned for us, but it seems something else got in the way. Before we continue, Force Drop is a site with a lot of cases for you to open and earn skins. Each one is different, so you have to pick the exact case that you like. They have other game modes too, but right now when you go ahead and use code 40water, you get a 40% bonus on any deposits, so make sure you check it out before it's too late. The first set of updates began early in the day. At 2:49 p.m. Eastern or 11:49 a.m. Valve time, they dropped a DPR and dprp change. A DPR means a dev pre-release build. In simple terms, it's what the devs use to test out future updates. For example, how do you think the devs get early footage of future updates like this? Well, it would be through one of these private builds that usually happen 1 or 2 days beforehand, which you can see for yourself by just looking at any dev footage and the build version in the bottom left corner. So we essentially got a small bit of news that Valve may or may not have started testing the new operation or whatever big update they had planned, but then roughly 2 hours after this DPR update, instead of pushing the actual public build live, we got another DPR and dprp, which dropped at 5:47 Eastern or 2:47 Valve time. So why would Valve update these branches once again? Are they trolling by making it seem like there is an update when there isn't? Because, well, it wasn't just these 2 different dev build updates. Another 2 hours after that, at 8 p.m. Eastern or 5 p.m. Valve time, another DPR and dprp update dropped. This is now 3 in a row. So due to this update, and since it's not been public yet, we don't actually know what these changes are and what Valve is testing behind the scenes. But it should be clear that they are working on something, and this was most likely going to release, but it seems like they ran into some issues. 3 different updates, almost 2 hours apart each time, changing and updating the dev version of the game. Now, this may just seem like bad news. People will say Valve forgot the anniversary and didn't give us an update. But we need to remember that it's also very likely that Valve needed to, let's say, get brand new footage for the update, which would be done on an early build, but maybe ran into some sort of bug which needed more time to fix. For example, when I was making my video saying Valve is testing the new update, that was on May 22nd. And then that update released on May 23rd, which dropped with the kilowatt case renting. So maybe we can expect something similar where the update now drops within 1 or 2 days before the week finishes. Not only this, it's not like it's a new thing that Valve doesn't push the update and anniversary celebration on the day of the anniversary. I warned about this in my video a week ago talking about this upcoming update, saying that Valve will celebrate the anniversary, but the update doesn't have to come on the exact day. In terms of celebrating 25 years, I do think that just this tweet alone is pretty weak. I mean, Half-Life got an entire huge update to the game and an over hour-long video, but for CS2, they just tweeted this out. So hopefully whatever issues were being caused yesterday that made them update the dev version not only once or twice, but 3 times. So it seems like it might be huge, and a reason it's not live is that maybe they took note of how they possibly released CS2 too early, so are making sure they don't make that same mistake with any future content. There is a reason why Valve doesn't say any specific dates anymore, as in the past they were known to have to go back on those dates and then delay them, so this could just be one of those reasons. The classic Valve time just comes into effect. Valve seems to want to make sure the update is a good one, and if they aren't just rushing it live, it seems to be more than just a simple anniversary update with chicken hats, as they probably would have just pushed that live if that's all it was. So does that mean that it's more and finally the CS2 operation? The fact we got 3 separate DPR updates with Valve testing the game behind the scenes and then updating whatever they were testing, it should be clear that the operation is close. Did China's Perfect World release a bigger update for the anniversary than Valve? I am confident there is still an update to come because we didn't even get a small update which was just 1 or 2 things. They avoided the entire 25th anniversary update altogether and seems to have delayed it until whatever they are fixing is ready. Maybe the new operation store is bugged out. a map isn't loading properly in the game, the new chicken hat crashes. Anything could really be happening behind the scenes with this new update, which is causing Valve to fix it, so hopefully it gets pushed live soon. We saw earlier this week, Valve updated the localization files for Danger Zone, teasing the future release. So was this all just hype for a future operation, or was it some just large troll? I am still confident an update will be releasing soon. Is that me just being delusional? Yes, but everything does still point to the update coming out, as we didn't even get a one-line patch note for the anniversary or anything similar, so it should be clear that Valve has something else planned, which was most likely supposed to go live yesterday after all the DPR changes, but something was most likely bugged out, so they decided to delay it. Going by previous recent updates where they update the DPR, the following update is usually just 1 or 2 days away, so if it's similar this time around, the operation seems to still be coming and may arrive before the weekend. It needs to be pointed out that it's not like Valve just scrapped the maps, case, and any other content they had coming just to troll the community. Or did they? Valve celebrated their 25th anniversary not with an update, not with a documentary, but with a tweet. So we will find out what Valve has next. Subscribe right now to stay updated on all CS2 news.